One of the things that comes up in all of these policy problems like FOSTA that we talked about before is that often we resent being asked to make sacrifices for problems that we didn't cause and give up things that are important to us because something that we depend on, it can be misused by others. And so, as we saw with the case of the Backpage issue, and we see with a lot of other issues in life, we're seeing the political climate go away from libertarianism and place more emphasis on the idea of shared sacrifice, shared risk, putting your own skin in the game, less on the idea that you can just simply hold people responsible for their own actions alone. I think the fact, excuse me, of the way there was a reaction to the Florida incident, the shooting. Of course, the fact that there were 17 victims is horrible, and that they were minors is horrible. But there are so many other kinds of victims and other kinds of calamities that can happen, and so there isn't any such thing as perfect safety from risk in the world. We tend to think that we can hold people responsible for just their own actions. But of course, when something happens to someone else, that person is also bearing the responsibility for what the perpetrator of an incident did. So in a sense, to say that there is such a thing as absolute personal responsibility is a canard. So that's why we get into the idea of sharing risk, sharing sacrifice, being part of the community, and why sometimes the left, and then sometimes the alt-right for in different ways, wants to make this a matter of what group you belong to rather than exactly what you did.